I saved $2 million for retirement, then regretted every single penny. That's what a friend told me. She called me in tears. She said, I wish I'd saved less and spent more before quitting. She had millions, but no health, no home fixes, no trips. After reading thousands of similar comments on this channel, I agree. So in this video, I'm going to give you 7 pre-retirement buys that fix it. So make sure you stick around. If you're new here, I'm Jason. I retired early at 39. Right now, we're in beautiful Koh Rong Island in Cambodia. White sand, warm water, coconut trees everywhere. Just another Wednesday at the office. We've been traveling Southeast Asia for 5 months, the whole winter. Now, on this YouTube channel, I share tips on how you can achieve the lifestyle and retirement of your dreams, oftentimes much earlier than you thought possible. Okay, so the number one thing they should buy before retirement, and honestly, this one scares me a little bit to even bring up, because it's the thing that most people almost always ignore until it completely blindsides them, and that's your health. And I don't just mean like go to a doctor once a year and call it a day. I mean everything. Your teeth, your eyes, that rotator cuff surgery that you've been putting off for like 2 years, that weird mole that you keep telling yourself that you'll keep an eye on, all of it, every single thing. Here's what most people genuinely don't realize until it's already too late. The health insurance that you have through your employer right now, that's almost certainly the best insurance that you're ever gonna have. Full stop. The moment you retire and move over to Medicare, vision and dental, well, they're not covered, just gone. And if you need a specialist or any kind of elective procedure, you could be looking at thousands out of pocket, just like that. I talked to a woman once. She'd been putting off hearing aids for like 3 years. Yeah, 3 years. She kept saying, well, I'll take care of it when I retire. I'll have more time then. And then she retired and lost her employer coverage and ended up paying over $6,000 out of pocket. That's for something that would have cost her basically nothing before. $6,000 just gone. So do yourself a massive favor. In that last year or two, before you walk out that office for the last time, go through your medical checklist like it's literally your job. Because right now, no, it kind of is. Real quick, if this is resonating with you, go ahead and subscribe. I put something out every single week, and I really don't want you to miss what's coming up. Number 2 is your home. And I'm not talking about, fresh paint or new throw pillows or whatever. I'm talking about the stuff that you keep pushing to someday. That roof that's got maybe like 3 more years on it, if you're lucky. The HVAC system that's honestly just running on hope at this point. The windows that let cold air in every single winter and you just kind of, you live with it. And here's why this actually matters so much. When you retire, you're gonna be home a lot, like way more than you are right now. And the absolute last thing that you want is a $15,000 roof emergency landing on you when you're living on a fixed income and your brain is already in full panic mode about money. And here's the thing that nobody really talks about. Some of these upgrades can genuinely make your home safer as you get older. Like better lighting in the hallways, grab bars in the bathroom, a walk-in shower. I mean, these aren't just comfort items, they're protection. They can literally keep you out of a nursing home longer. And that's not a small thing. So make sure that you spend the money now while paychecks are still hitting your account. Your future self will seriously thank you. Oh, and stay with me, because number 4 alone could literally save you tens of thousands of dollars. Number 3, a reliable car. Paid off. I mean, done. I know, that sounds almost too simple. But you would not believe how many people I hear from who are 3 years in retirement and still writing a $600 a month check for a car payment. Every single month. $600, gone. I mean, that's money that could be going towards experiences like this, towards your health, towards actually living your life. And it's not even just about the money, honestly. It's about the stress of it. Because when your car breaks down in retirement, and it will at some point, if it's an old, unreliable car, that's not an inconvenience anymore. That's a crisis. Because you're not working. There's no extra income just floating around to absorb it. So if you're a year or two out from retiring, start thinking seriously about this. Get into something solid, something dependable, and get it paid off before you leave work. Trust me, driving away from your last day, knowing that your car's yours, fully yours, that feeling is incredible. Okay, number 4, this is the big one that I promised you. If you're thinking about moving at all, like downsizing, relocating to be closer to the grandkids, finally getting to that warmer climate that you've been dreaming about for years, do it before you retire. I mean it. I can't stress this enough. The second that you stop receiving a W-2 paycheck, getting approved for a mortgage becomes a completely different experience. Lenders want consistent, verifiable income. And the moment you say, well, I have retirement savings and investments, they just look at you differently. Even if you have more than enough money sitting right there, it's harder, it's slower, it gets frustrating fast. I've heard from so many people who waited and then watched their dream home just slip through their fingers because the bank wouldn't play ball after retirement. One guy, he had over $1 million in his 401k, yet he couldn't get approved for a $300,000 mortgage. Think about that for a second. Your W-2 is a superpower right now, so use it. Number 5, and this one is genuinely personal to me because I watch people get this wrong. It's honestly kind of heartbreaking. When people retire without a real plan for what they're going to do with their time, something happens to them. They sort of just drift. I mean, the first month is great. The second month is still pretty good. But by month 4 or 5 though, they're restless. They're bored. Maybe even a little depressed. And their health actually starts to decline. Not because of anything medical, but because they stopped moving. They stopped engaging with things. They sort of lost their sense of purpose. So before you retire, invest in things that are actually going to keep you alive. Not just breathing, but I mean alive. A gym membership, a set of quality golf clubs, that's your thing. A good road bike, or art supplies. That guitar that you've always wanted to learn, but never made time for. And look, this isn't frivolous spending, okay? This is healthcare. I mean, studies consistently show that people who stay physically and mentally active in retirement, they live longer. They spend less on medical care, and they're just dramatically happier overall. So find your thing now, invest in it, show up to retirement with a plan, not just a savings balance. Number 6, and this one gets me emotional every time I talk about it. Every time. Book your bucket list trips. Prepay them. Lock them in, like before you retire. Because here's what nobody tells you. The moment your paycheck stops, something shifts in your brain. I call it scarcity mode. And suddenly, that trip to Ireland that you've been talking about for 20 years starts to feel irresponsible. Maybe reckless even. Your brain is going to tell you that you can't afford it, even if you absolutely 100% can. I know a couple who spent 30 years saying, when we retire, we're going to Patagonia. They retired. They were healthy. They had the money, but they kept waiting for the right time. They kept second guessing themselves. 2 years later, her husband had a stroke. So Patagonia never happened. Don't let that be your story. Book the trip while the income is still coming in. Pay the deposit, put it on the calendar. Because once it's paid for, your brain doesn't get to argue with you anymore. It's done. It's happening. And honestly, that trip you take in year 1 of retirement might just be the best investment that you ever made. Okay, so number 7, I love this one so much because it's so simple, so affordable, and so completely overlooked by almost everyone. Get the America the Beautiful National Parks Pass. It's an annual pass that gets you into over 2,000 federal recreation sites, national parks, wildlife refuges, forests, monuments, all of it for one annual fee. I mean, that's just an absurdly good deal when you think about it. And this matters more than people give it credit for, because nature is genuinely one of the most powerful tools we have for mental health. Lower stress, lower blood pressure, better sleep, better mood. There's real actual science behind this. It's not just a feeling. See, in retirement, you're gonna have something that you haven't had in decades. Time. like real time. And having a pass that basically says, go explore, it's already paid for, that just removes every single excuse. You go. Whether it's a 2-week road trip through the Rockies or just a quiet afternoon hike somewhere close to home. That pass pays for itself over and over again. So get it. Use it. You earned it. Look, I want to leave you with something because I think it's actually the most important thing I've said this whole time. Retirement planning isn't just about the number sitting in your account. It's about showing up to the next chapter of your life actually ready to live it. And the time to get ready for that, like really get ready, is right now, while you still have income coming in, while your insurance is strong, while the mortgage lender still thinks you're great. Don't wait for perfect. Don't wait until you feel ready enough, because I promise you, that feeling doesn't just show up on its own. You have to build it. And your future self is counting on the decisions that you make today. And seriously, thank you for being here. These videos only happen because of people like you. If you want more retirement, watch this next. I'll see you in the next one.